You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
As the dark god T'Chillic shrieks in pain, Larza steps forward from the darkness, using his void lash, which is a long whip made out of void energy tipped with some sort of dark crystalline pointed area. It's like a blade on the end of it. Using his void lash, he pierces his father's flesh, what remains of it, as you rip away from him with all of his moisture. Energy begins to pour endlessly to a crystalline device that he has hold in his hand. He calls out, "Feel now the heart of madness!" Now glowing brightly, drawing the essence of T'Chillic like a siphon, the storm calms as the monstrosity collapses inward. His tendrils shattering and thousands of voices silenced in an instant. Instant noiselessness.
Where are my ears?
Larza holds the device, attaching it to his chest as his body begins to shift and stretch with obsidian crystals growing about from his midnight blue flesh. His form becomes monstrous yet elegant, tall and crowned with spiraling antlers emanating void energy. The crystals from his flesh pulsing with power of the void god he consumed. What was left of it that was taken. Damn.
You're welcome.
And as he stands before you, did you think yourself saviors?
Yeah.
Did you think this war was about empires, about mortals, about freeing damned gods of destruction? No! This was about what I deserve. For eons trapped and chained for simply being who and what I am. Shackled to Sheol, cursed to watch the existence, all existence, dance before my eyes behind a veil, something I cannot touch, cannot taste, cannot experience. I will no longer whisper in the shadows. I will no longer puppet broken shells. This was about freedom. And now I take my place, the Chaos King. In this world, this universe, I am real. With a burst of reality-altering energy, your feet find themselves back upon the burning remains of Rasputin's citadel.
We're home.
Looking about you, you see the cracked shell of the citadel that you were once in. Everything is in destruction and chaos. Larza looming overhead. All of your allies present.
Does that mean that we get to
Comms begin to static again. Are you there? Please. Bravo team, come in. Are you there? What's going on?
Where were you at?
You're talking to me all wrong. You're the one that was gone. We've been here all along.
Oh my god, let's stop with the racks, please. We were here too. Where have you been?
I feel like you're really not getting it. We've been here, you disappeared, and now you've come back with some sort of giant... What in the fuck is that?
Don't you know what that is? That's an evil god thing that used to be Rasputin.
Hey.
All right.
It's a giant water bug, man. It's a 8-foot water bug, man.
It used to be Rasputin, and now it's this evil Larza guy.
Larza.
Don't tell them I'm Larza.
Oh, yeah, you also
Am I
are.
still talking to him?
He's still huge, too. I mean, like, as he's coming back, he's probably like
At least
40, 50 feet tall, oceanic colossus of purplish dark water next to the not so watery looking giant.
yeah. Next to the dry husk.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
Yeah, that would be probably unsettling for everybody all around.
I still probably actually have the shape of that dry husk.
All right. So talk amongst yourselves.
Hello, my name
What's
is...
your plan? Your plot? Your ploy?
Oh, we had to have one of those.
So, my current plan is to try and slap Larza.
Okay.
That is his full plan. All right. And
Ideally, that will moisturize him so that your
Nice.
so that your
Moisturize me.
lightning strike can hit better.
I'm glad that I was not the only person who saw that.
You know that's all this problem is. He's just getting moisture.
Okay.
I'm going to help him get the red out.
I feel so much better. I'm happy now.
Do I have
It's not
access
just
to
the chain.
the whole
The cheese
team
is
again,
chain.
or are
That's
they
the
just
problem.
there?
They're all back.
Everyone's here. You do have the ability to tactically instruct and assist all your allies that you have had, to include, and not forget, the French resistance.
Do we still have those cards, or do we get rid of those cards? The ones that we wrote on
See,
for our
you're
team?
right. That's the problem.
Let's
Procedure is
see.
changing. He's
Takeshi
moisturized
Nakamura,
Yeah.
Corporal Jen Anderson.
No, I'm talking about
Heinrich.
the cards that we wrote. Me and Dan.
Did you put them in your folders?
They're probably in my folder or yours. They are not in mine.
I doubt.
I gave
I
them to
doubt
somebody.
they're mine.
I don't think they were saved.
But, luckily for you,
Yeah, I don't want to read all your curly ass handwriting.
Really?
Curly as shit.
I don't know what that means.
okay.
Here.
He's a god thing that's trying to slap the dude.
I'm just a god dude who sucked the water out of another god dude
Larson is now
trying to
God.
slap a
Larson
god
is now
dude
God dude too.
who sucked all of the chaos out of a god dude.
Alright, isn't
There's a lot of
Pendragon the
fucking
one that
going
gives
on.
us the benefit?
Yep.
Alright, I want Pendragon to go first and do his thing with tactical stuff. To tell us what's going on and give us some bonus.
Does
As far as I've gotten so
my
far.
woven insight stayed in the void or
He's not Tachillik.
okay?
You
That
rolled
makes
against Tachillik.
I can't use
Tachillik
these
is
guys
a big
in
part of me now.
combat. Right.
Huh?
They're a
Um,
walkie-talkie.
Well, they would probably be able to give you some form of insight or intelligence as they're flying around in like a bomber. And they may be able to drop a bomb at some point. Like a big one or a little one.
Those sound cool. Glad we haven't used those yet.
Bombs and intelligence.
Intelligent bombs?
No,
Cats
we don't have those yet.
Alright, let's use Pendragon first and get. I don't. This just says tactics. So
All right,
whatever
so the
tactics-
way that you're going to roll him is you're going to roll your highest stat, but it's going to serve as his intelligence stat.
Yes.
So roll that, and then we'll find out what kind of bonus he's going to give you.
Good catch.
7 to 9, that's a +1 buff. 10 plus, that's a +2 buff.
And it's rolling off of what?
Your highest stat
Your
acting
highest
as his
Six,
intelligence.
10, 11 plus. Do we get all these other bonuses?
Those are gone. His Wolven Insight is gone. It was only serving against the Dark God Tachillik. So that's gone. You basically got a 10 plus for him to do this, right?
11.
Right. So there's the buff now. It is no longer the Wolven Insight. It is Pendragon's Mark.
Yes.
But is it a +2 like the other one was?
It is.
Yes. You have a +2 buff against attacks on Larza.
Excellent.
Everybody's ignoring the water glosses.
Okay.
Big splash.
I want Nimue.
Now you're Dark
Wait, Lars is our friend.
Who needs healing the most?
How do you know?
I just dehydrated an entire god. I'm
He helped
good.
me out.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
healed.
Do you need healing? Are you
No, I have a
wounded?
bruise.
Okay.
And
Are
he
you
told you
wounded?
you owed him.
I
How
have
wounded?
a
I don't know
bruise.
if that makes you his friend or
No, he helped me out.
Alright, I want Nimue to heal
He's
her
cool. He's cool.
as much as she possibly
He's a-
can.
Her?
Yeah, Nimue.
Okay, so roll for Nimue and your highest stat.
then away.
11.
There's a difference
Alright, so that's gonna
between
be
me
2
saying,
healing.
hey John, I'm gonna give you a ride, and
So,
hey John, I'm gonna give
erase
you a
2
ride, but
marks.
now you
You
owe
just
me
got
more.
bruised, right? Yeah.
Huh? No, he's just joking about it. He's been
Basically, you'd see
Larson
her
is
walk
not
over,
joking.
she starts to
no,
glow
he's
light
like
blue
Loki. He's all about jokes.
essence and
Larson
just lays
is not
hands on you
a
as you
joker.
feel like a cool rush of soothing water.
Alright,
Actually,
so
he
Technomancy's not gonna do
I
anything
killed his
here.
dad, or helped.
There
What?
were still a lot of mechs
They're all under control of Stein right now.
that
Okay.
are all under
Alright,
Stein's
so
control.
Technomancy's not gonna do anything for us right now.
Could Technomancy buff those mechs to be able to hit better?
Can the mechs fight for us?
Basically act as an assist for
You can
Stein
use
doing
mechs
an
to
attack.
attack, yeah. Stein's probably using them to attack, yeah.
All it specifies Merlin can do is control them. It doesn't specify he can buff them. That's up to you.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. He's not doing anything other than like rewriting the program.
Okay.
Alright, I want Stein to use his dude to attack. Since we're not being able to do any advanced close quarters. Jen and Heinrich need to be attacking. And so does Witchfire.
Alright, so everybody's attacking. I get that. What we'll do is just go ahead and give me a group rallying roll. Give it the Pendragon bonus, and then everybody's going to be basically launching an attack against them.
Wait, but Larza is my friend.
That's your problem.
That could be my favor.
13.
I won't attack him this turn.
Alright.
Yeah, but if you're narrating it specifically, I want distance fighters, so like Witchfire and Heinrich, basically just right now.
Oh, these are your guys.
Other than Pendragon.
Okay.
Someone keeps pinging my watch.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Not me.
It's me.
Alright. So what you would see is like as soon as you come out, he's taking form, and then like lobs of fire just start like hitting against him. As you see Witchfire's on the ground, Pendragon pointing his mystical sword towards the giant, and she's just like full on flamethrower. Heinrich with Jin on his back just coming through, he's like, "Shaw, take this up!" And he's just like shooting in and like flying around him. Ellie. Nimue is healing you. You see everybody's attacking this thing. Not that you as an individual person player have anything against Larza specifically. You've always had so much fun with him. But what do you do?
So Witchfire, who's very like you, she's basically just like you except for fire instead of lightning. She's attacking as well. So distance fighters are.
Can I attack too?
You can. Roll for your lightning strikes.
Nine.
But you get +2.
Yeah, Pendragon's
11.
Nice.
Alright, so lightning striking again, and you see it like funneling into and dissipating somewhat through the obsidian crystals that are growing from his flesh.
Is the desiccated corpse still here?
It is in the void somewhere.
Okay.
It collapsed in on itself like a black hole.
Cool. So,
Depends on your perspective. He didn't think it was.
yeah.
Right?
It's probably pretty cool out in space. Or, anyway, gonna try and hammer fist on top of Larza.
Right? So strike him. Alright? That would be rolling off your energy basically since you're using your water form.
Okay. So, 8, 9, 10, 9 plus 2 is 11.
Alright, so you do. You like. for everybody else, like rainfall just starts occurring, but like you smash your fist directly against his face and he begins stumbling back.
Gaston, what do you do?
I will return the favor. I will give Larsa back my suit.
What?
You don't even have your suit, you're just in full gas form now.
Oh, I will tell him where I left it.
In the
But what do you really do?
in the mouth of a dead guy.
Everybody's attacking this huge guy, he's a huge guy.
I don't want.
I don't think he cares if you run up and you're like, "Psst, I have a suit in the void.
Thank you for giving it to me.
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore.
I threw it away immediately.
He liked his dad a lot.
He really feels like his dad is a part of him.
Kind of seems like he sacrificed his dad so that he could attain enough energy to give himself corporeal form in the real world.
Yeah.
All right. I go to whisper into his ear, and I say, "You're welcome." And now I attack you.
Alright, so you're
I
doing.
return the
Are
favor.
you doing exploding gas?
I'm by his ear apparently. You're welcome. And then I shove it into his ear, my gas gun. I release gas.
Wait,
Well, at this point, it's just you. You're just gassing.
I'm inside you too.
you're shoving yourself into his ear?
And we're going
Whoa.
straight to the brain.
And you're going to try to explode.
I'm gonna make it slow and painful like I know he likes. Okay, that's one. This one got caught up. That didn't count. I wish it had counted.
Did you just roll snake eyes?
No,
What did you roll?
a 1 and a 4.
So that's a 5
One
plus
and another
your
one.
energy.
What's your energy?
Your energy
That's
is 3,
3.
so that's an 8 plus the
No.
2
Yes.
plus the 2 from Pendragons
but I want to use my thing.
to make it more 10 plus.
Would that be
Just,
more?
but
You're
what
at
if
10.
you need it?
You're already at 10, which is good.
But what if you need it?
Okay, I'll keep it.
You're at 10 is all I'm saying.
You don't need it right
I just don't like that one. I don't.
Because 5 plus 3 is an 8, plus the 2 from Pendragon is...
It is mocking me.
Just because
That's
the die was a 1, you still succeeded.
Alright, so you're going into full, like you're gassing in and exploding.
I'm gassing part of me in. I'm not killing
Right.
myself.
You're putting gas in there and exploding it.
Yes.
Okay. Dan,
Yes.
roll con.
Keep your name down in there.
8 minus 1 is 7.
Alright, so when the explosion goes off inside your watery head, all you're going to take is 1 damage.
Okay.
But basically, you look and you see that Gaston's standing on your shoulder and he's like, "Ha ha, Larsa! I turned on you! Hua!" And this whole time, you see this sigil on his forehead that's like glowing within his gaseousness. That seems to be the mark of Larsa.
I have a sigil?
You do.
Awesome!
Wee wee! It's so much fun. Alright. Katya.
Yes. One second.
Oh, actually, you started off the turn, so that brings us to Larsa. So all sorts of craziness is happening. People are shooting at him. He just became real for the very first time, so he's feeling pain.
Oh. I bet that's surprising.
Alright, so... This makes the most sense. Everybody roll either a strength or a con save.
Everybody?
Yes. Everybody ability.
Do we get the bonus? No. We don't.
What is called?
Sorry, durability.
10.
It's either strength or
Oh,
durability.
my.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Dan handed it to Tony. Do you still have his
You
sheet?
took my sheet?
Is it in your notebook? Do you fold it in there somewhere?
Oh.
Do you still have
Oh,
it?
it is. It's right here.
Okay.
It's usually where it is.
Durability?
Or strength.
Durability. So let's
You
see
got
what we got.
five.
We got
Can't see me.
4, 5,
Holy
6, 7, 8. 8, yeah.
So you got an 8. You got a 5. Jessica?
11 and 10.
All right, and give me a separate roll for allies. Not all of them, just all at once.
Oh.
9.
6 and 8.
All right. And Ellie?
8.
8. So 8 for Ellie, 9 for the allies, 11 for Katja, and what did you get again?
I got 8.
8. So basically what happens is as all of this pain is coming in, Larsa just like tenses up and he's like,
You're so freaking annoying!
and just like all of the void energy emanating from the device on his chest
That makes sense.
fluctuates outward right into the Titanic
Into the
oceanic god that is now a storm.
Oh,
Everybody's getting rained on.
Did he just blow you up?
Kinda.
And all of the allies blown 30 feet away with Ellie and with Gaston, who kind of like dissipates into a gas cloud for a second and then reappears like 30 feet away as you're starting to pool on the ground. Katya, you and Takeshi stand firm.
Nice.
You do not move, you do not waver.
Do I actually take damage, or did I
Oh,
just get
yeah.
kicked out of
No, yeah.
process form?
No, you just got kicked out of your form. So for the next round, you skip movement. You are prone.
Okay.
The rest of them were blown 30 feet back, but are not prone.
Maybe
So they're going to have to make maneuvers to get
So-
closer. You just can't.
I basically lost
You're
all
gonna-
of the god power.
No, you just lost your consistency. So
Okay.
you're going to have to like reconstitute yourself for your next turn.
Okay.
They're going to have to move to get back within striking distance for the next turn. She and Takeshi are the only ones right now that can actually do anything.
Cool.
All right, so as that is narrated, Jessica, you and Takeshi are the only ones present that can do anything other than move.
Other than move?
All we can do is move because
Everybody
we got
else
pushed
is-
back.
Yeah, everybody else is blown 30 feet back.
Which isn't a problem for you, really.
So distance strikers can do stuff if they don't want to just move.
Am I using these guys or just...
They're all 30 feet back too.
everybody.
He basically cleared the field, but you and Takeshi just like grit and bared
Stood.
and stood with it. He held on to you, basically.
I'd like Witchfire to do something if she gets a chance anytime soon. And maybe Super Speed guy could also get there pretty quickly and do an attack. I don't know what else you can do. It's just
Yes,
super
all of them
speed.
will immediately move into moving status right now. It's just you and Takeshi that can directly assault him at this moment.
He just used a big charge of his god power out of the device.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to. How big is the device?
It's on his chest.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna punch it.
You want to go up and punch the device on his
I
chest?
do.
Okay.
That's exactly what my character
He's very tall, so you're going to have to get there. So you're rolling for
Takeshi-
Takeshi to teleport
Yeah,
you?
he can teleport me. So is he giving me a bonus or?
He's teleporting you. So first your roll, whatever your roll is, needs to be him getting you there. And then your roll would be to attack.
Okay, 9.
So that's
if I'm rolling with my highest stat.
right. So 9.
And do we have this pin dragon thing still?
Yes.
11.
It is still initiated.
11.
Alright, so he manages to get you there.
10.
Alright. So as soon as you get there, you actually like go in. I'm assuming you're like punching? You said punch.
Yeah, all of my stuff is defensive stuff, so yeah, I just want to.
But you said punch, so I just
I
want to
want
make
to
sure.
punch him.
Okay.
I've
so
been
you're-
using like knives and guns. I want to punch something.
Alright. So Takeshi basically slices the air in front of him, making the void rift. The two of you jump through, landing on a ridge of the device on his chest, which has grown in size with him. And you just rear back and you're like, and like punch directly into the center where the obsidian crystal is kind of like growing in the center of it. And you realize that it causes a instant pulse throughout his entire form. And seems to do more damage than has been done up to this point.
But I didn't kill it, I just pulsed it
You just punched it.
and vibrated a little bit. But in a damaging way.
Yes, a damaging vibration. All right, and that means that Ellie is moving to move. Gaston is moving to move, and you're moving to reconstitute.
Pulling myself back together.
As that's occurring. All right, so as you punch the center of his chest into the heart of madness, the device that he used to draw forth all of Dark God's power, he cries out in pain.
Oh.
Ha.
You made him cry.
All right. So yeah, we'll just do so. Roll strength or con again. This one does not get the bonus from Pendragon. It's just whatever your bonus is. One of the bulbs.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Doesn't get anything?
5 plus what's your con? What's your durability?
8.
So 8. So you're not prone, but you are blown away from his chest. More of the energy pulsates away from the device and basically blows you and Takeshi back. But Takeshi is able to save you in midair and teleport you back to the ground.
I'm blown away.
All right. Roll for Colossal.
Okay.
That can add the bonus from Shadowfang.
Okay. So I get 8 plus 2 minus 4 is 6.
Kind of like what that was like.
So I wasn't able to fully pull the Godwater back in.
You're not even able to like fully
Yeah.
constitute yet. Like you're starting, like basically anybody that was looking would see like a person shape kind of forming out of the water and then like splashing back down again and then like crawling a little bit further and splashing back down again.
Yeah.
That attack seemed to fully focus on you. All right.
That was
Gaston.
50 feet tall.
Got strong.
You are up and you have been moving. You have been flying forward again. Your feet and legs like turned into a gas cloud that is just like moving you forward. You look like Cannonball made
I
out
can
of
fly
gas.
now. I'm Cannonball.
What do you do?
I wait because I am scared. Au revoir!
Don't,
All right,
but really
so-
don't do that.
He's flown away.
I'm just kidding!
Oh, it was
I'm
all a
back.
ruse. It was a ruse.
You are worried for a second. I lured the enemy into a halt into security. He thought I was gone, but I swung around to the back.
On the outside. Around the outside.
Would you like to roll
Yes, I'm rolling.
some form of an intelligence save to clear yourself of the Mark of Larza?
The mark. What is this mark?
What's the mark?
Tell
of
me,
Larsa?
God.
Oh, Mark of Larsa?
According to my God, who communicates to me.
You'll have to roll intelligence to find out, I guess.
Okay, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
10 is a good save.
He speaks just like
So,
me.
as you're
God
sitting
is
there and you're
proud.
flying like Cannonball, but you're made out of gas, and you're like, I am so cool now. I don't even need a suit. And you're like flying around, and you're like, oh, I feel so disoriented and confused and combobulated. When he saved me, he must have poisoned me with his energy, his mind influence. I will not allow this. And
Farting it out.
you just pooted out that part of you that was poisoned. And you were like, I am so godlike now. Whoever thought that gas would be so powerful? And you continue to fly towards him. But now, whenever you roll to attack again, you won't be choosing a random ally to kill.
Wait, who's doing that?
Yeah, he hit me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I thought you did that on purpose.
No.
Oh.
He thought that was Larza, and he was like, I am putting gas inside your head and I am betraying you. And it was actually just
Wow.
Breaker,
Damn.
who got broken.
I did.
I thought you were supposed to be doing
Good
that.
thing I
Now.
got Liza.
Gotcha!
The mark of Liza.
Just so that you're on the full understanding of the scene, you're back on the ground. Most of your allies are returning. He looks like a water person who can't make himself a person and is like splashing back into the ground every time he tries to reform himself.
Do you need a bucket?
No, that
Okay.
probably wouldn't be helpful.
Well, you know, I just offered. I don't know.
Wouldn't mind
I
some.
don't have a bucket. I'm just asking.
Wouldn't mind some help from somebody who's good at manipulating water, though.
Like anyway.
You're good at manipulating water.
I'm good at being water.
That's kind of the same.
I just want to be manipulated.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's what we all want.
He needs a
really,
water
deep
bender.
down. Maybe we can help him.
Alright, so let's go ahead and give her the roll to see if she can save him based on your highest stat.
I thought I was dictating everything and then rolling one.
Well, she's individually doing something to him. If they're all attacking him, that's a one thing.
12.
Nimue runs over to the puddle that you are and says, just basically holds her hands down. You feel the cool rush actually purifying the darkness from you and reconstituting you into Patrick Danielson.
Y'all should totally
But just on my normal size.
Yes.
date. You and Nimue should totally date after all this is over.
Well,
Even with your uniform intact.
oh, well, that's really good.
You're not just naked.
Now she's standing next to me, so
Yeah, all right.
What does it say?
It's just one of his.
it's one of my drafts.
What does it say? Does it get a water girlfriend?
Protect
You just
water.
did that.
Protect water, girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
I got the water girlfriend around a fire. Like, last night? That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago, right?
We've had a lot of lives since then. Am I dictating what everybody's doing or no?
Yeah.
Heinrich is gonna
Basically, most of them are attacking, right?
be, yeah, but I want some Heinrich narration since this is the last one. And we won't hear from Heinrich again for a while, I think.
I was planning to play Heinrich in the next game.
He was practicing his German accent.
And I
Right,
want.
Practicing still.
I want to kind of do the same thing where like
Yeah.
Witchfire and her are behind the energy shield.
So you want all the ranged fighters attacking, and you want to keep the combat and close fighters kind of like
Well,
safe.
it's really only Witchfire and her right now that can be useful as far as distance fighting.
Magical ability too.
So, but I want them behind what's his name, energy shield. So I don't know if I need a little
Aegis,
defense for
okay.
that, but
Yes, go ahead and roll for his energy shield so we know that if it's working or not.
12.
Yes. So Aegis basically stands in front of you and creates an energy barrier and says, do whatever you need to do, get to work. And you and Witchfire are standing there sparking up.
I want Heinrich attacking from the air because he likes doing that apparently.
Who wouldn't?
And I want to see.
Everybody likes to turn into Superman-like characters.
And I want to see if Project Genesis can drop a bomb, but like not like a we need to clear the area bomb, more like just a
Where do you want them to direct it?
on Larsa.
I understand.
So what kind of bullet? Let's be clear. Is this like atomic bomb or just a regular bomb?
Let's just say they got a bomb, right? And you
Right,
want them to
got it.
hit Larsa.
Uh-huh.
Where?
His how big is he?
Eyeballs. His.
How
he's
huge is he?
Huge.
Okay. Is it a targeted bomb, or just I drop this bomb out of a plane and hope it hits my target?
I can aim the best of my ability, and let's hope that fucking works as long as this roll goes well.
But like gravity's doing it, right? They're not controlling where the bomb goes.
Where do you want to hit it? We're working off of some kind of advanced tech here. They're gonna be able to hit if the roll goes well. If it goes
if they can
well,
control where it goes,
yes.
the chest piece. If
so
not,
the chest piece
just
is what you're
the
doing.
head, top of the head.
Just making sure we're tracking. All right, aiming for the chest
40s
piece.
Here.
It's the 40s with mech suits and dark gods and some advanced technology going on.
And the last thing that I want to narrate, I mean, I guess everyone's also just punching like Bulwark and
They're attacking the ankles.
Wrecker is just, they're just all attacking. Yeah, Blitz probably needs to go in with explosive energy too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all these dudes just go in. And I guess I'm just still using my big guns
Yes.
on the thing.
Okay. So basically, you're telling everybody to focus the fire on the chest piece. You've learned that it's a weakness. At least that's the assumption. You're going to be making shots. She's going to be shooting with lightning. Witchfire's going to be shooting with fire. Blitz is going to be shooting with his energy explosives as the other people are attacking the ankles and trying to weaken his stance.
And Heinrich is going to be flying around.
He's flying around attacking the chest piece.
Yeah, and the bomb.
All right, so this is what we'll do. Give me a roll for the bomb. I'm going to take a separate roll for the ranged fighters and Heinrich. And then she'll make her own roll, obviously, and you'll make your own
Do you
roll.
want her to roll for the range fighters?
Yeah, she can roll for the ranged fighters and for herself. You can roll for the bomb and for your own attack. And Heinrich.
Which one am I rolling for first?
The bomb.
Do we have any bonuses or no?
Just the pin drag bonus.
It's 2. 11.
All right?
Pretty good.
15.
For who? For you?
Whatever the second one was.
Heinrich, sure.
Eight.
8 for you. All right?
Sure.
Laura, go ahead and roll for yourself and then make a secondary roll for the other ranged fighters.
12.
All right.
Just one.
And then one more for the other ranged fighters.
9.
All right, so as they're on the ground, you're beginning to take shape again. You look up and see that Heinrich is flying in and he's like,
Ja, take this large mushy person. You are nothing but another kind of person who is equally as mushy, just larger, which is more areas for me to attack with bullets and fire.
missiles and miniguns and everything going off as he's like flying around. Jin's holding on to the back like,
Oh my god, just hold still.
And she puts another clip in.
and she's like loading another bomb, putting another clip in, like tweaking this gigantic, the wrench is just enormous. As they're doing that, that's scary. As they're doing that, then you see this big bomber kind of flying through over the comms, loudspeaker.
Take this, you ugly son of a bitch.
You see this bomb drop out, and then instantly it's got like this turbine propeller on the back of it,
That's
and it's
cool.
just like
I like it.
right in the chest as it's like falling back. This energy is like pulsating out from it now, like sparks. When she starts shooting, and it's like ping, ding, ding, like it's hitting around it, just not doing as much damage as that. As Ellie and her crew, she's like,
Moonburn.
we're gonna give him a moonburn. Follow my lead. I'll give you the point to strike. And she like reaches up and causes all of this real lightning to actually jump from cloud to cloud and then strike down from the skies directly into his chest, causing more and more sparks to come off as the rest of her crew tries to hit. stumbling backwards. Stumbling backwards, screaming out,
Oh my god, you people are so mean! Why does everybody have to pick on me? This is like my birthday, and here you are, just treating me like shit! Fine!
as you see all of the lightning around the void energy lightning that's basically emanating from the crown of the antlers that's floating around his head, basically begins to pulsate. And then you see his eyes glowing wide, and then a bright flash. So everyone rolls for intelligence.
Intelligence. Alright, here we go. We're rolling for intelligence. This is intelligence. I'm intelligent. So it's 9,
We get-
10,
oh,
11. What'd you roll? Is it
It's
neat?
Snake Eyes.
Oh, it's super.
neat.
He looked directly into Lars's eyes while this happened. He's like, what?
Yep.
We don't have any bonuses for this, right?
Nope. What'd you get?
11.
Wow, that was pretty good. You didn't even
Smart.
need.
He's smart.
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Those are the two.
Yes. 11?
Oh, we're smart.
Sorry, I've got a minus
I rolled a
one
10 and
going.
got a plus 1.
I rolled a 10.
All
I
right,
rolled
so
a
you don't
9.
even have eyes,
Yeah.
and again a mind to like mess with.
I
So
have
you're
a
just like-
mind. I just don't have a brain.
You're just like, and you see this bright flash go off, and you're like,
That was weird.
that was weird, but I will continue. As you like flying forward, and even Ellie like inside the shielded barrier, and I'm gonna dictate at this point those who were within Aegis's shielded barrier, so herself,
Witchfire.
Witchfire, and Blitz, and Aegis are safe. Katya and her crew that she's commanding on the ground. Gaston, as you look down, you see them all blip.
Oh, it's like that movie that
They're
was
completely out of existence. They just flash away.
well received, but
It
did
didn't
not
turn
make-
into shadows. They just blipped
it
away.
turned
Okay.
into shadow people.
Yep.
Patty, you open your eyes. Nimue is at your side.
Oh, good.
Nemo
As you realize that you're on a barge type ship,
Uh-huh.
roaring through the water. You see a beach ahead of you. Soldiers packed in surrounding you within this barge.
Okay.
On that beach, you see large metal type constructs that seem to be barricades from attack. A ridge line with several barricades, miniguns, and sniper rifles pointing out from them.
Oh, man. I hope those are friendly.
As the gates drop and all of your soldiers start rushing forward.
Pour out.
Today's the day. Storm the beach! As you're running forward. And Nimue looks confused, and she's just running at your side in like her elegant looking dress type thing.
Yeah.
She's like, what the devil? As she's running next to you. She is British.
The devil?
She is British. And
I make sure to hold on to her hand.
you make it to the beach. As you get to the beach, you hear cries out from the distance.
Kill the intruders! Shoot them all!
Okay.
As like gunfire is just coming down now.
Uh-huh. I would like to try and title armor to protect us from the gunfire.
Let's see.
That's a 9, 10, 9.
All right, so yeah, you do the tidal armor and like protect her from several of the rounds.
Okay.
As you hear in the distance,
They have devils! Bring them to my Fiara!
Oh. I would like to try and throw some grenades at the emplacement.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, the one where I'm hearing that voice come from.
Okay. And do you want to make a move for Shadowfang?
Shadowfang's gonna help me.
Make this happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's 5 minus, well, yeah, strength, because I'm just throwing grenades. So -1, -1, -1. So that's a 2.
2?
So
The grenades were slippery.
you take out the grenade and you begin to lob it as this round pierces it. And most of your arm just goes into water and then tries to start reconstituting. Go ahead and do 1 damage. Nimue takes hold of your face and she's like, I don't think we're home. I don't know where we are, but this isn't our reality. Have you ever seen anything like this? The markings on their arms are strange and foreign.
I haven't, but they're shooting at us, so we need to stop them.
That would be bad, but being home would be better.
Yes.
Meanwhile, gotcha. You and Takeshi begin to open your eyes. Looking around, you see that there is lush forestation for as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful sky. You can smell ambient flowers. You hear relaxing noises of wildlife as there's chirping and croaking and etc., etc.
Because everyone's dying.
It's peaceful.
Would I know that anything's wrong? Like, am I looking around like, what the fuck? Or am I like, oh, this is great?
I mean,
Not that kind
you look around and you're like, this is nice, but, and you look down and see your soldier's uniform and you're still like, and then you look at Takeshi who's wearing crazy ass samurai armor, high tech shit with glowing void swords, and you're like, wait a second, where the hell are we?
So I remember once I see him, but I would never remember. If
It'd
I
be
had-
like out of place. He's like the 1978 coin in your pocket.
Okay.
When we're in the 1940s.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
I
rips
don't
you
really
out of
know
time.
what to do about this.
Oh, don't worry. Eventually, Nimue is going to convince me to actually ask Shadowfang to help us get back to our reality, and I will probably stop by to pick you up on the way.
I'm gonna ask Takeshi to port us back to where we need to go. See how that goes. Because obviously we're in the middle of a forest right now, right?
Alright, so...
I don't see anything else except forest and him, right?
That's fine. Give me a roll for his void portal.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
17?
So, you look at Takeshi and you're like, we have to get out of here. This, wherever this is...
This is not right.
This isn't right. And he's like, I agree. And he starts charging up his void sword so that he can do the portal. As he's doing this, you hear this rustling in the branches just in front of you as you see a lumbering man emerge forth. Who goes there? As you look up and you see this man who's got like, it
Is
looks
that
like a
author of Captain?
bear fur or like a bear pelt that's draped over his head and shoulders. He has
Is
strange
this Einar?
tribal green markings all across his face as he holds a gigantic axe with a strange trimoon symbol on it.
Hold still, I'll help you.
The portal opens and engulfs you both as you instantly disappear.
Uh,
That was weird.
well, I am not telling any of my friends about that.
As you reappear in the void, back atop floating debris, looking at the shriveled remains of the damaged battle and what remains of the pieces of T'Chillik floating in the void. You and Takeshi are safely there for this turn. Alright, Gaston and Ellie. You are on the battlefield with Larza still. What do you do? What does the god gas do?
I will try and separate into two gaseous forms.
What's the full intent of your plan?
Yeah, to what end?
One gaseous form will expand himself to where he is undetectable, and the other one will proceed like normal and attack like normal.
Okay, so if you want a whole other form to be in a complete gaseous state, you're going to have to roll for that again.
Okay, two
So-
gaseous forms.
Roll for the
Secret
gaseous entity.
Yeah. That's 7, 8, 10.
Nice. All right. So, yeah, one of them separates and the other one continues forward, and no one is the wiser.
This is silent bit.
It's like,
Yeah.
and it just begins to continue outward before it takes its shape.
It looks like you did a sonic boom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
And you're
beautiful.
continuing to fly forward. All right. Ellie and the strikers, the long-distance strikers from the shields.
Nice.
Try
I like
to
that.
hit
Ellie and the Strikers. That sounds like a band.
That's her new battle.
The percussion.
Ellie. All right, your hit definitely lands, and roll one more for the other strikers. Yeah. All right.
One less.
All right, so lightning and magical fire raining down from the skies, hitting him into his chest piece.
Yeah.
Did you catch
What
it?
was that?
I caught
You caught
this.
4 of his 6.
Sorry, I didn't catch everything.
What was that?
There's one more dice right there.
Oh, jeez.
It's just a battery charging pack.
So lightning and magical fire and exploding fingertip bombs are just like coming out of the sky, hitting him right in his chest as he's like stumbling back again and again. The battle continues there. Now, back in your reality.
Yes.
I mean, in your scene.
Oh, yes. I'm going to act on what I thought of right after my turn, because, I put the idea in my head that I could shift realities.
Ooh.
So, I'm going to ask Shadowfang
Uh-huh.
and try to assist him in getting us back to where we belong.
So you're going to do the shadow leap,
Yes.
basically.
I'm going to hold tightly to her hand and his fur.
All right.
Smoke fur.
Roll it off the entity or the energy.
Okay. Uh, 8 plus 1 is 9. Does he count towards my -1? I'm assisting him though.
He doesn't have a mindful.
Oh, I only have the -1. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So 9.
All right. So you grab hold of him, and he just snarls.
But I was assisting him, so he has a 10.
That's good. All right. So you grab hold of him, and he just snarls, and he says, "Hold on tight." As all three of you basically poof in a cloud of black smoke. Everybody that's like running onto the beach. Johansson, did you see that? Smith, you smoking that funny stuff again, man. We are in a battlefield. Get your mind in the game. All right, don't tell anybody I saw that. As you reappear in a strange, desolate place. The other wolf, seeing Shadowfang, they instantly start to circle each other,
Yeah.
grazing their faces against each other, as you see the woman from before,
Yes.
Anya, as she approaches. You find yourself in dangerous waters. Pun intended.
Yes, I have been dangerous waters. I mean, in.
What transpires?
Oh, a god named Larza took the energy of a god named T'Chillik, who he said was his father.
You breached the gates of Sheol.
He did. We went into Rasputin's chamber, and then we were in this weird void place.
This is not good. You understand this, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. We're trying to fight him.
She walks closer to you, looking at Nimue. I see you found a kindred soul.
Yes, she's pretty helpful.
She looks back at you as you still bear the mark of Anya,
Mm-hmm.
the Anya bond. And she looks at Nimue
Drama.
and she says, I will help you, but there is a cost. What are you and your lady friend willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Save the world. Well, I already owe you a task. Perhaps a second?
And she looks at Nimue. Nimue looks at you and she nods and says, whatever it takes. As Anya nods again and says, very well. Placing her hand on Nimue's stomach and then on your forehead. The wolves begin to run circles around you all as you dissipate and reappear on the battlefield. As you see Gaston flying towards the head of Larza, lightning and fire raining down from the skies into the chess piece. Katja,
Yes.
you and Takeshi are in the void.
We are in the void.
Do you attempt another jump?
Yeah.
All
We
right,
can't
roll
just float
for it.
around here all day.
Well, it depends on what y'all really want to get into.
If we're gonna do that, we would have done that in the lush tropical rainforest.
With your other friend that you didn't know you were going to make.
Who actually
Well,
was there the last time with Lars.
All right, so he slashes again, creating the portal. As you leap through and end up back in the battlefield, you look across and see Patty appear with Nimue, two large demonic gas, like smoke wolves,
Cool.
and this woman who seems to be roughly 8.5, 9 feet tall, very intimidating, large spear, seems to be otherworldly with some gnarly horns growing out from her head.
can we do a nope here?
No. She's our friend. We brought her.
You see them appear,
Yes.
Takeshi and Katja.
Ah!
As you look around and steadily more and more people begin to appear. Actually, you see
Tendrak?
hang on to your horses. Gosh, dang it. All the assets just scattered about.
It's almost like a boss fight at the
Where's-
end of a large...
Who are you looking for?
Where's the other? Oh, Alpha Team. Here it is. So you actually see Sphinx,
Mhm.
the thin black man, and Wrecker appear in a bright light. As you look at them, and Wrecker is messing with some sort of device that's on his forearm. And he's like, see? I told you I'd get us back. As Albert Freeman Sphinx looks back at him and says, too bad not everybody came back with us. Sometimes there's losses. This is war. And then you look across and see Pendragon and Bulwark reappear, bulwark, rushing through some sort of weird Terran reality, carrying Pendragon on his back, who still holds his enchanted sword.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you see a sewer, a manhole cover, kind of push up and out of the way. Crawling out from it, Elise and Henry. Henri. The
Hey,
French
there
resistance
you
is
are.
still here.
Forgot you existed.
That is because we hid in the sewer. We are not stupid to strike such a thing head on. But now we have this. As Henry holds up this large tube, and he says, they called it rocket-propelled explosive.
As he aims it directly at Larza. And he's like, I'm going to shoot this at him. Oh, oui. Alright, there you go. That is your setting. Everybody roll either a dex or a durability, speed or durability save.
Okay.
Unless you're inside of an energy barrier.
Dexterity or a what?
Either speed or your durability.
Am I rolling for all of the people that came with me? Just me?
7. What do we need to hit? Because I got a 7.
Nice.
Alright, cool.
Ten.
I'm durable.
And Katya?
11.
11. Alright, so Larza sees all of these people beginning to appear, and you see him basically hold onto the shaft with the large dark crystal blade on top of it, and as he lashes it out, turns into an energy whip that just basically slashes back and forth, and he whips it as hard as he can as Gaston runs right into it. As he explodes in midair, the void energy that's pulsing into him. Or was that him?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, you take a 1 debuff on void poisoning and 1 damage.
So,
Oh, I got
just write an extra -1 down.
an extra -1. I don't know what that means.
Like I did.
So what did you get?
See that -1 right there?
Okay.
All right, and starting back at the top of the turn, we'll go to Patty.
Okay.
That's an ongoing penalty?
Yes.
Oh no!
Your friend, your ally.
I'm gonna see if Anya can get us closer so that we can make a direct attack with the people that we're close to.
Okay.
How do I roll that? Am I just rolling basically I'm assisting her, or I'm asking her, or
You're just asking her to move you?
to move us to the fight?
This is not a hard thing for her to do.
Teleport us to the action, please.
To the action.
She nods at you, her eyes glisten, and then Takeshi and Katya and you and Nimue and the Shadow Wolves appear at the feet of Larza.
Okay.
Is he a nice feet?
They're
His
large.
large feet.
They are large feet.
I'm gonna see how much of him is water.
Okay. You're going to do a drain?
Yes.
Try.
Okay, so using Shadowfang, 8, 7. 7.
You're able to get some moisture from him and give yourself a +1, which becomes 2, so 2 health.
Okay. So I'm reminding him that
You exist.
I've already eaten this water before.
Blood sucking little tick.
I'm just holding onto his toe.
Oh.
Alright. Gaston, what do you do? He just attacked you with his energy whip, which still seems to be lashing around the air.
I will.
You have a part of yourself that is dissipated in the air, and you.
Who am I near? I'm near. You're lashing me?
No,
Marza.
I'm at Marza's toe with Katya. Are you hurt?
I'll say something like,
Nimoy is right here.
stop that. Don't do that.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Roll for persuasion.
Bad guy.
Who hurt you?
I think we all have various points.
5, 6, 7. What is this under intelligence?
Mhm.
What's
It's intelligence.
9 total.
Alright, so you fly directly up to him.
Like, I do this thing where I fly up fast and then I go like Superman
Yeah,
would.
just like instant hover in front of him.
Yeah.
Stop! So
Yeah.
what are you asking him at this point?
Oh, I'm like, why do you feel like you have to hurt people?
Are you freaking kidding me? Everybody starts trying to kill me the second I'm born.
What if
I have fought for eons to become real. And here I am. Finally, I am here. I am a man. I am real. And what does everyone do but try to kill me?
Why do you think they're trying to do that?
Are you a fucking moron?
No,
They're all shooting me with bazookas and lightning and fire and water monsters.
Why do you think they're trying to? I'm just trying to get a sense of base for the conversation.
That's what's going on.
That's why they're trying.
They're frightened
They're
of my
frightened,
glorious
exactly.
majesty.
They're frightened of you.
They should just kneel. That's really the complete solution here.
What
If
if
they kneel, everything kneel!
What if they don't want to kneel? That's the thing too, you know. Like they.
Well, that's the only way things get
But
done.
you
There are
don't.
kneelers and people who don't
But
kneel.
you
I
don't
don't
kneel.
kneel.
You
I
don't
am
want
done
to.
kneeling.
Maybe they're done kneeling.
Well, I don't give a crap. Somebody's going to have to kneel.
I know, but if they
If you don't want to kneel, then you can be on my side.
I don't have knees.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a you problem, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, you know, there are people out there that would love to worship you. Go to them. And then you don't have to worry about people like hitting you and hurting you.
Where are they?
They're-
You take me there. They can worship the gas god and Lars and the Chaos King.
I like that, yeah.
Where are they? Let us go there now. Let us kill all of these simpletons
Now,
and
see,
go
that's
there.
where you lose me, you know, like, you know, they don't want to be killed. They're going to fight you. You want to know why they're hurting
Well, they're already trying to attack us right now. I'm stopped just to talk to you.
Yeah. And so, you know what's happening right now? You know what's happening?
They're all still attacking us.
No, they're not. They're not. We're talking.
Alright, Katya, what are you doing?
Listening to this.
They're
He
just,
is distracted at this moment. What are you doing?
everyone is just like, wow. He's getting
Gaston
to him.
has him
He's
distracted.
getting to him. This is like a Doctor Who episode. We're going to fight this with love.
Except in Doctor Who, that would work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
No, we're getting to him.
What do you do, Katya?
Okay, is this breastplate thing broken off yet?
There's damages to it.
Oh my god, we've been attacking forever. Okay,
Technically,
everybody attacks it again,
roll.
including the bombs overhead.
Everybody that still exists, we'll attack it again.
12.
My rating score is 62.
I'm taking notes.
And Ellie and the Strikers, I'm assuming you're going to attack again?
It sounds like a band.
Ellie and the Striker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, a show called Jim? Like a cartoon?
Yeah, the Barbie show?
Yeah. It's totally out.
7.
There's a girl in this.
No, you're good.
Wow.
What are you doing?
I had a crush on her. She's the least bad.
Is Anya with
Breaker,
us?
Breaker and the Misfit sounds cool too.
The Misfits was
I
manly.
feel like if we can set her up, she could jab a spear into that.
You want to give her
Box.
like a geyser boost?
Essentially, yeah, like Final Fantasy VII style, where we all just
So you'll roll assist for her at basically being her help action, and you're going to roll her off of your highest stat, or plus the bonuses.
plus the bonuses, so she will get a +5. So 10.
Nice. All right, so Gaston, you're still sitting there, and you're like, look, we will be friends. We will be goals. We will have everyone worship us. It will be okay. Let us leave here in peace. As from below, you just hear like, that's it. Fuck him up. As Katya and Takeshi are attacking, Ellie and the Strikers begin attacking, and then all of a sudden, just you launch Anya into the air as she gets about chest level with him, reaching back with her spear as she fully charges it with some sort of primal fire, and then it becomes brighter than a lightning bolt, striking straight through. As everybody sees this bright flash of light, just blinding everyone.
I cover my eyes.
Heinrich flying through the air. Oh my God, Sam! Crashes into the ground.
Shockwave. That's my favorite Transformer.
Everybody begins to... Starscream?
Yeah.
Shockwave.
Oh, Shockwave. Everybody begins to regain their vision. Kind of teetering about, pulling yourself to your feet, trying to look forward, as the only person who's still on their feet that you see is Anya, who's just standing there with her arms crossed, and she looks back at you and she says, the deal has been made. Your grandsire will be mine. And she vanishes in the black smoke as the two wolves rush towards her. You look up to try and see where this giant is. But you see Larza on the ground, stumbling to get to his feet. The heart of madness has been separated from him, pulsing at a good distance, as he scrambles and begins to run towards it.
Then the gaseous form that was dissipated, like consumes the power for himself.
Are you trying to rush for it too?
Sure, I mean,
roll,
Sure, let me do it.
roll for speed.
Oh, speed. It's which direction is the wind blowing today? I'll find
I have
out.
odds in here.
And that didn't count because the wind in there.
I would like to use my influence on Gaston
Gaston, that's me.
to try and convince you to not touch it.
Okay, I will do that. Give me. Do I get one of these?
Hold still. So you're rolling for speed. You just used.
I'm rolling my influence to try and stop it.
He's influencing me.
So as you get up and like this cloud of gas like emerges and it just like converges into a form. Ha! I will get it and claim it for myself. And you're like, stop! What? Okay, fine. What's the problem?
What's the big deal? It's so emotional.
So I erase mine.
Alright, so you see that Lars is still stumbling and he's running straight for this heart of madness. As the whine of a turbine engine echoes from above, you see Von Grimm, a massive war mech, now being piloted by none other than Dr. Thaddeus Miles Stein, as it descends into the chaos. Its plating shines with energy-resistant alloys and has glowing sigils that now appear upon its hull to counter any void magics. Heinrich's voice crackles over the radio comms. Mein friends, it ends now! As Stein continues the statement. Heinrich, stabilize the core. I will not allow this bastard to win. He enslaved me my whole life, but no more. I will not allow him to enslave this world. Larza, you wanted to be real. Let me introduce you to the reality of pain. Dos Vodonia, comrade.
Nice.
The war mech locks onto Larza, colliding into his weakened form with titanic force, driving him and the nearby Heart of Madness towards the collapsing void portal. Do you wish to help him? Add in some blasts or push?
Yeah,
or
let's
anything?
blast away, man.
Oh, not help Larza?
Which one do you want to do?
I mean, he was just born yesterday or a moment ago. He doesn't know.
Do you want to help Larza?
He just wants to be a real boy.
He wants to be a good boy.
All right, roll.
Okay, can I stop time for a second and we can have a discussion?
You can roll and see what happens.
Like,
Give me the number off
The
your
president
dice.
has not been
Well,
set
let
for you to
me-
stop time.
let
Yep.
me try and set a precedent now.
You are not Tom, but you can roll.
I'm not stopping time. What I'll do is, if I can get my gas close enough and get inside his head, like in a dream, time could pass really slowly, but it's really not actual time. It's just his perception, and we can communicate.
Let's
But
do
you don't
this.
have your
How about let's do
business.
this as a kind of a.
But we have.
I'm going to reach an agreement with you. You roll the dice and tell me what the number is.
That's
Non-agreement.
that's the standard agreement.
It is.
See, it's,
It doesn't work on like adults, only 6-year-olds.
What's the total?
I think that's 9 for the roll, and then if I'm gonna try and communicate with his brain with my gas.
All right. So you rolled 9. You rolled 9. You want to help push Larza through the hole. You want to save Larza from the
I
hole.
wrote minute. I wrote 12.
I want to
Count
save
my stuff.
Larza.
Just straight rolls. You have a 9. You have a 9. So the two of you, she's basically running up and she's like, let's put him down. And you're like, no, we will save him. And he's basically distracting you at this point. As
But
I would
wasn't
like to
attacking?
throw
I'm confused.
thermite grenades at the heart.
Why wasn't I adding any bonuses and I was attacking?
because y'all are just straight rolling right now against each other. Basically, you had a difference of opinions, and you stalemated against each other, so you're basically stopping to... You're running, he knows you're about to attack, he thinks that Larza should be saved, and he's like, stop! What are you doing?
He's just a cloud, though? Doesn't he have
He's in man shape.
No, because he said that I condensed into a form to grab that power.
He looks like a green man with like a trail of smoke around him.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to throw thermite at the heart because I don't think it's a good idea to send the heart and the god to the same place.
All right, do it.
Don't say neat.
That is 9 plus strength to throw it. So 7.
Is your strength like negative or something?
Nice.
-1, also minus.
All right. So as Stein, piloting Von Grimm, collapses into Larza, he rockets towards the opening, the void tear that's beginning to close. As one final calm message comes through, tell my Jin, my Mushi, leave for me. As Larza screams, no, you cannot deny me, I am!
What is he? He was. We'll never find out now.
As Stein, Heinrich, the Heart of Madness, and Larza are lost with a random explosive that may have hit one of them
Oh
in the void portal. The collapse of the Russian Empire is complete. Rasputin has been dethroned. Larza was prevented from taking over your realm, and only some slightly dark god juice has poisoned this area in the ground. You have managed to save Terra Prime. The Great War has ended.
Can I find a volunteer to drown so that I can get all 4 of my gods?
Who wants to drown?
He volunteers as tribute.
As Elise and Henri, Dirk Somerset the Wrecker, and Albert Freeman the Sphinx, Takeshi Nakamura, Corporal Jen Anderson, Sir Gareth Kensington, Elizabeth Whitlock, and Nigel McAllister, Colonel Gerald Cross, and Dr. Walter Davenport, along with Katya, Ellie, Nimue, Patty, and Gaston have survived the war.
So who died from the assets?
We lost about half.
You lost Thomas Drake, Lancelot,
Lancelot!
Edward Blackwood, Merlin,
Merlin!
even Malcolm Sharp, Aegis,
What?
Heinrich Wolfgang von
Oh,
Grimm,
don't say that. Be quiet.
Dr. Stein, Frankie Dunn, Timothy Klein, Robert Lance, Dottie Knight, Sebastian
What
Bernard.
are their actual
Otter.
names, though?
Otter would have been great.
What are their names?
Otter, Scout, Ace, and Mutt.
Mutt? Well, he dies, yeah.
And the French, they survived.
Oh, wait.
Henri and Oscar.
That means I have liberated France.
They just got out of the sewer and launched
I
their rocket.
finally
Where did
liberated
Hawk go?
France. I avenged my family. I
We
defeated
don't know where
Rasputin.
Hawk went.
And we don't know where Hawk went. So, there are mysteries to be explored at a different time in a different side quest. Until then, you are heroes of the Great War. Thank you for your commitment to your country and to the world as a whole. You've all done great good here.
Woohoo!
We did it.
I hope you've enjoyed your time. And until we reconverge in a different time on Terra Prime, it's been great serving with you. And I look forward to the next quest.
It's been a strong fight.
I stopped so many bullets with my eyeballs. I hope that's
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, head over to our website, SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com, for some more fun content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.